Welcome back to another episode of
Lil Pop Stars Podcast. And this episode, we're going to be talking a little bit about the Grammys, and we're going to be talking about some smaller artists that we think are very deserving of all the recognition. So let's jump right into
Get
it.
Into It.
So, my whole entire week was like planned around the Grammys, but I kind of double booked with a concert last night. So it was a very late night, but made it through the Grammys and watched it with our mother and father. You know them, right?
Yeah.
They actually really liked Charlie XCX's performance. I don't know if you saw any clips from it, but
Wait, they did like it?
yes, yeah. They were pretty much vibing to it, but a little disappointed Billy wasn't singing with her. She sang Birds of a Feather
Yeah.
earlier. So I guess they only wanted her to sing a little bit. That was probably, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had to fast forward through some performances because it was getting a little late. But Charlie,
Was not a skip for you.
not a skip. So I am gonna kind of throw it to you. For some of this because I don't know a ton about the rap scene, but I know you do. I mean, I know the people that won.
Yes, Doechii won.
Do you know any of the other ones that were up for rap album?
Yeah, but I feel like there could have been other people that were in the rap album category instead of these people.
Yeah. So
But
out of those, would you say Doechii was the
yeah,
rap?
I was honestly thinking that Gunna, do you know who that is?
I think I've heard of Gunna.
Gunna was gonna be one of their best rap albums because he had a great album, but like I don't really know. I don't really like the other people's albums. J. Cole's album was not that good. Future and Metro Boom. Yeah, I think Doechii. I'm happy she won.
Yeah, she had a good speech.
And her performance was really good too.
Oh yeah, you watched the performance.
Uh-huh. I did.
Wood stuff. So Not Like Us won for best record of the year and best song of the year, which was
Yeah.
like interesting. I was kind of expecting Espresso to win record. I get the two categories confused. I mean, obviously that's like the most popular rap song of the year, but how would you say that compares to other things that came out?
I think that I was expecting him to get Song of the Year, not Record of the Year, because I feel like record is more of like a pop type category. I feel like it could have been somebody else.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Allow it. But Sabrina did win for best vocal album,
Yeah.
which was good. Best pop vocal album, sorry. So now, as we kind of start are talking about them, I want to talk about some Lil Pop Stars, some vocals that came out last year that were really good. Obviously Jett Blyton we had on, and I think he's got some great vocals in the pop scene.
Yeah.
And then also Jassell really can hit those notes, you know? And guess what?
What? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Your guess.
Guess Giselle, do you know?
Yeah.
Do
Giselle is
you
our
know?
next pop star
Yes.
on the pod. And I'm excited.
If you listen to us talk with Jett, he mentioned Lucy Sugarman, who came out with her newest song, Crumb, which I've had on repeat. It's a very like kind of quiet, chill little song, a very
Mhm.
pretty song. And also, I don't know if I've mentioned her before on the podcast, but Chloe Parche I've been listening to for a bit, and then I found out like her and Jett know each other, so that was an interesting revelation.
Yeah.
So, have you heard of Charlotte Chipembere?
I think I've heard of her like once.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
but
Our queen.
crazy, our queen. It's crazy that she was our first guest because she's just so talented.
Yeah,
And
she
I don't really know what was going on when they were picking like the Grammys for best songs and stuff because I feel like, Tunnel Vision, Sad Addict,
Mhm.
I'm not having fun. I think Halloween might have been too late for the Grammy submissions, I think are done in like October. But otherwise, like, how did that not get in and win? Like, what?
Yeah. Wait, that makes no sense. I feel like she could have
What?
outdid all these people, which she
Yeah,
did.
she did. A couple other songs I don't think I've mentioned before, but there's the song called Like the Boys by Cait Tomlinson.
Uh-huh.
I saw a video of her just like making this dessert or something. I think I might send it to you. I was like,
I
oh,
think she did.
this is so funny. So yeah, Cait, we'd love to talk to you. Also, Someday Someone by Kenzie Cate. Is a really fun song that I just wanted to mention. Now let's like talk about this album of the year. I don't want to like get controversial, but Cowboy Carter won. We were just like watching and we were like, okay, yeah.
Moving on. I mean, I feel like there was a lot of other people that were good, and I kind of feel bad for Billy because,
No, she was like literally about to cry.
oh yeah, I know. Cause like, girl, like I felt so bad for her because she actually really likes this. I thought she was gonna win, honestly.
Yeah, I thought she didn't win any. I thought she would win something.
And then like it's kind of awkward because like they literally had her perform first,
Yeah,
and then like she doesn't win anything.
right.
And I feel like a lot of times the people that perform like win something.
Yeah, it was very weird. I
Yeah,
I feel like everyone I've seen has kind of said that Beyonce's other albums deserve to win, and then they were just kind of,
yeah,
'cause I don't actually know anyone that loves Cowboy Carter.
yeah, me either.
But anyways,
Did Benson Boone have any Grammy nominations? I was trying to figure that.
I think he had Best New Artist, but like I would have cried
Oh,
if he won Best New
well,
Artist.
he literally said in an interview, he's like, "Oh, Chapel's gonna win. Like, I don't care. Chapel's winning." And then
Yeah,
she won. So,
yeah.
but then wasn't Ray nominated?
Yeah, there were a lot because Ray and Doechii were
I was
nominated.
confused why Ray was in there when Ray is like an old artist.
I thought, for some reason, I thought she was nominated for Best New Artist last year, but apparently not.
Because like Escapism did not come out this year. So I was kind of confused on that.
Yeah.
But I was like, his performance. Did you watch his performance?
No, but I've seen the clip.
It was like so random. I'm trying to remember who somebody like pulled this
Yeah,
outfit
I
of
saw
him.
that.
Who was it? Whoever it was literally could not pull it off of him.
Yeah. Well, when that came on, I was like, okay, he's singing the same song he sings every time.
Always. Well, because he has to do his little flip.
But
Oh, wait, it was Heidi Klum. And
that's
she like tried to pull it off of him and then it like did not work at all. And I was like really awkward. And then like after she's like, and why is he sitting next to J Lo out of all people?
that's so random.
Yeah.
Right, well, why do they need to perform I guess that's the songs that they were nominated for, but like everyone just performed like their most popular one, and it's like, can we do something else?
Well, I think they like tell them what song.
Probably. You know what albums weren't even nominated? The Secret of Us
Mm.
and Think Later.
Oh yeah, I was. Where
But
was Tate?
well, Tate didn't get nominated for anything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like what?
How?
And Gus didn't get nominated for
Yeah.
anything for Taller Than the Trees. Insane.
Boo.
Gus on every episode until we talked to him.
Literally.
But yeah, Chapel won Best New Artist. Obviously, I was kind of worried Sabrina would just because I felt like people would be weird, but
He's not new.
I know I don't understand the category.
I don't really either because that just doesn't make any sense.
But for a new artist that I would want to talk about is Maxwell Luke.
Of course.
I don't know why he wasn't nominated either. Really weird. Um, but I think he had a one or two songs in 20, what year are we in? 2023. But he had seven.
2024, hun.
I know, but I'm saying I think he actually started in 2023, but then had several songs in 2024. You know, top-notch songs.
Yeah.
Chris Donlin is a lot of Maxwell Luke stuff, and he produced Halloween by Charlotte Chipembere.
Charlotte. Oh, were you asking me? Yeah, Charlotte. Duh.
Little something. So yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that, but yeah, I
Yeah.
was just trying to say Chris Donlan is a good producer. That's
Producer.
why. And Maxwell Luke came out with a new song this year called Lucky Boy, all caps. And Asher Finlon, have we mentioned him before? I'm like always
I think so.
just came out with a new album called Infinity Coupe, and it's kind of like I don't want to say it's like brat, but it is in the sense that it's kind of like a party, you know.
Mhm.
There's also a couple like cry songs because you gotta throw some of those in there. He is a very good writer. He writes, sings, produces all of his stuff. So
As
very.
he should.
And then obviously Amber Ace came out with her song called
Yes. Love yourself.
You Got It, um, which is a great song. We talked to her if you haven't heard.
Yourself.
I think I'll always love you. Well, it's not quite, and it's a little higher than I can go. Oh my gosh. So if you haven't heard Love Yourself, it's way better than what we were just doing. So don't use
Don't
our
listen to us because we're kind of, well, I'm terrible. Tanner is not terrible.
another song that just came out by Avery Kotler, I think is her name, is called
Uh,
I'm in Love But You're in Lust. She came out with a few
Repeat that again.
I'm in love, but you're in lust.
Okay. Thank you for repeating it.
That's a cool one. She has like, it's not really, I don't know how to describe her songs, but it's like the slightest bit of a country, just like a drop, which is like, I don't mind if it's like,
Yeehaw.
yeah, I don't really love the full on yeehaw, but I don't mind
Oh, you know.
a little, I don't think you would call it folk, but somewhere in between folk, pop, and country. Omar came out with a new song called Omar Rudberg. Said it. Wait, yeah, that's how you say it.
Oh my gosh.
What?
You not knowing how to say Omar's name.
Actually said it wrong for so long. It's not Rudberg, it's Rudberg.
Are you a real fan?
Apparently not.
No.
But yeah. Not Omar Apollo, sorry. I had to clarify. In this house, we just refer to Omar Rudberg as Omar.
Omar,
Who else is Omar? But I guess there's also an Omar Apollo, but
because we love Omar.
Rudberg.
Oh, when you're moving later.
What?
I was dancing,
I don't know what we were dancing to.
moving like that.
Oh, when you're moving like that.
That's literally what I said.
Oh, I didn't hear it. But yeah, check out the Instagram, Lil Pop Stars Podcast, because I want to try to share like some new songs each month, even if we don't get to mention them in the podcast. And there will be a few more on the posts that we may not mention in the podcast. So check those out. So the Grammys were a thing that happened, and we're just like excited for our podcast. For those of you that don't know, is all about new artists. So if you like
Yeah,
new artists, well, not necessarily new, just really talented artists that maybe you don't know yet.
period.
So we got some cool guests coming up. Our next guest. What?
Our next guest is Jassell.
And we have more guests to come.
Of
Yeah.
course. New episodes every other Monday. Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to share about yourself before we go?
Uh, no.
Or about any new music you've been vibing with? New music,
Sports car. Tate came out with a new song called Sports Car. It eats so good. Only thing is like, where's the sports car in the video?
right? It's in the two hands video. I don't
But I think what's gonna happen is every single outfit and thing she did is gonna be a part of the album. So like, do you not remember in Dear God it has Jesus hanging on the wall? So I think that's gonna be the outfit for Dear God. And I saw some other ones that, and then there's like one that there's a door, and so that one's gonna be like revolving door.
bet like revolving.
Like
Like
a revolving door. But yeah, anyways, so I think she was just hinting out all of what's to come in her album that's coming out very soon.
I mean, that already, if that's not album of the year, I don't know what is.
Literally, I would be very upset. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Little Pop Stars Podcast.
Make sure you tune in every other Monday for a new episode.
Happy. Bye, guys.